What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today's video we are going to be taking a look at Auction OS 10 for our Redmi Note 5. So again over here, as you can see, I have my wins, also known as the Redmi 5 Plus, and this ROM is not yet for sharing, but I will be just reviewing a small little preview of it, and the installation would be later on when I'm allowed to share it, or there are a bit more fixes available for this device. So for example, I posted this questionable story on my Instagram, and many of you were wondering what I'm running on my Redmi Note 5, and that was testing of Auction OS 10. So again over here, as you can see, it pretty much looks the same as another devices. Again, the performance is very fluid considering the Snapdragon 625, but again there are few little fixes that are still remaining, and then it would be available for download and installation. So again over here, this is not something new. There were a couple of developers who were trying to just port the Auction OS like 2 months back, but again the stability and everything were just a bit of an issue, even the biometrics. But now we finally have the face unlock and the fingerprint scanner completely working. Then again, the stability of the ROM itself is much more better than before. Like the cameras now work, even the screen flickering has been fixed, the brightness just pretty much works fine, and now it's based on the latest OB15 of OnePlus 7. So it has the latest and the greatest features of the Auction OS, including the performance. So for example, phone app, there you go, open, messaging, open, gallery, again everything is instantaneously fast, even though this processor is bit slower even than the Redmi Note 4. But as you can see, the performance is pretty great. Again, there are no hiccups throughout the UI. As you can see, runs very smooth. You can switch between apps just like that. Again, the animations are very fluid. Again, this is the brand new launcher from the OnePlus 8. Runs really nice, and you also have the freeform right over here, so you can just pop up into a floating app, and the scaling is quite ass, but finally you also have that option. Again, if you go to the shelf, you have much more updated widgets right over here. For example, the step counter gets a bit of a revamp in font. Then again, just your normal stuff. Again, everything is available right over here, and there are still more testing builds that would be coming before that, like Bluetooth media has been recently fixed. Then again, the fingerprint scanner wake up, brightness, like everything is constantly happening thanks to all the developers. But let's just go through everything. Like the apps and stuff have been updated, but if you just come to the quick settings panel, you do have the dark mode toggle right over here, which was quite missing in the Auction OS because it already has its complete theme. But let's just reopen the app. Oh no, now it won't escape the freeform, so let's just do that. Dark mode, as you can see, completely just works fine. Even for another apps, as you can see, now they have complete Android 10 wide dark mode system. Then again, you have more toggles with a bit of a revamp, but you can't notice it more. You also have the bedtime and everything, like from the digital well-being. But coming back, you have just your normal Auction OS. There is not much to it. For example, even if you go to the game space and screen recorder, which are just added recently, as you can see, pretty much everything is just the same, but you do get this concise game icon management new. But if you just start it, everything is just the same. Like the launcher has a bit of a newer UI, kind of reminds me of the Samsung's game launcher. But if you go here, you still have the phonetic mode and stuff. As you can see, got it. There you go, beautiful animations. Then again, coming back, you have weather app. Again, for the camera, you still have pretty limited options right over here. Like the OnePlus camera is just completely dead. Again, I have the latest Gcam 7.4. Again, it works for the rear camera just like fine, but for front camera, it doesn't save and stuff. So again, you're reserved for the older versions. Like it just doesn't save, like many of the other newer Gcams too. So again, if you guys have any kind of another suggestion, please let me know in the comment section below. But let's just go through the settings app. Again, not a lot has changed right over here, but if you just go to the display, even if you go to, for example, reading mode, you have a completely new UI for the reading mode. As you can see, you have the block peak notifications. Then again, add apps directly for the reading mode, so you don't have to toggle it right over here. Then again, scrolling down, nothing much. Even if you go to the ambient display, you just have the toggle for it. Again, the clocks have been updated for it into the customization right over here. And there you go, brand new clocks from Android 10 on the OnePlus 8 Pro. You still have the older ones like the font, which I do actually like. Like look at this one, this is really pretty. Then again this one, very big and nice. Then again this one, normal clock. I just like this one, to be honest, very clean. Reminds me of the One UI, to be honest. But scrolling down, you have customization completely right over here. Like for example, toggles, then their overlay colors, which can only be happen on the light or the dark mode. So currently I have the colorful, which just blends everything. Then you just have the font at the bottom and your icon pack. which is set onto the OnePlus 70 Pro's round. So coming back, you have sounds and vibrations. Again, pretty much speakers and everything is now fixed. And if you go to the buttons and gestures, the gestures are a bit more fluid than before thanks to the OnePlus 8 launcher. Coming down to the security and lock screen, again, fingerprint scanner just completely works fine. Like it has a bit of a hiccup, like for example, tap. There you go. It unlocks in a second, but sometimes it takes a bit of a time. There you go. But again, in terms of face unlock, it's currently broken, but it's not hard to fix as it has been done in pretty much all of the Oxygen OS 10 ports. But scrolling down, you have privacy. Of course, you have the normal Google Apps option right over here and just the normal permission manager thanks to Android 10. So coming back, again, location, battery, your normal stuff. Again, the digital well-being has been updated to the latest Pixel 1 through the Play Store. So coming down, you have utilities. In over there, you have the OnePlus Laboratory, which also has instant translation, but I don't think it completely works. It's still kind of broken even in the official Oxygen OS. Then you have the DC-dimming, which is of no use to us. You have quick launch, parallel apps, quick replay and landscape, which is carried on through the Android Pie. And then coming down to about phone section, you have OnePlus 7. Again, the port is by KaiPi, I guess. There are more people helping and testing the ROM. You have Android version 10, again the latest base OB15 with the newer features. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it for the early review of Oxygen OS 10 for the Redmi Note 5. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want the installation soon, please let me in the comment section below and do subscribe the channel. We are very close to 100k and see you guys in the next one. Peace.